Hello and namaste to all our viewers and welcome to our program. Today we have Her Excellency Mashvi Binte Shams, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal. We will be talking about the bilateral relationship between Nepal and Bangladesh. Now without any other delay, let us welcome her to our program. Excellency, you're most welcome to our program.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to the program.
Let us start our conversation with your experience as a Bangladeshi ambassador to Nepal.
So far, I have been here for almost 20 months now, and it has been a wonderful experience here. The people of Nepal are so friendly, and the relationship between our two countries is so excellent that I don't feel that I am in a foreign country.
We are so glad to hear about that, first of all, because having a Bangladeshi ambassador here and she not feeling as our guest, that's our responsibility for sure. Excellency, Nepal and Bangladesh share strong bilateral relationship since 8th of April 1972, 42 years of bond. Now I want to know your opinion that what made our relation strong and what else can be applied to make it more stronger.
You see, Bangladesh and Nepal have had historical ties. It's not only since 1972, the relationship dates back to centuries. Atish Dipankar, a Buddhist scholar from Bangladesh, from Bengal, in 12th century AD, he traveled from a place called near Dhaka, and he traveled from there all the way to Nepal, and from Nepal he went to Tibet. And while he was here, he stayed in Kathmandu, then he went to Mustang, and he was preaching the teachings of Lord Buddha. So you see, it's a historical, centuries old relationship. We have similarities of language, we have similarities of culture, values, and we have had trade linkages for a long time.
Exactly.
The Dhakai topi that you wear, it's called Dhakai topi because yes, I believe long ago the material used to come from Bangladesh, Bengal. So it's a historical relationship. To make it stronger, of course, we need to work towards encouraging better people-to-people contact, increased trade relations, more political exchanges. I think that will lead to strengthened relationship.
Nepal and Bangladesh has a very good trade, commerce and economic relation till now. The balance of trade seems to be very positive and in developing order, though both countries are in underdeveloping stage. Now, what other steps can help both the countries in their developing progresses?
Our trade is very much below the potential. It's only $40 million, the bilateral trade, and it's slightly in Nepal's favor. We are your fifth largest export destination,
yes,
and we would like to be we used to be third largest export destination. We would want to go back to being the third. But I think we need to diversify our products. You are exporting mainly lentils and some fruits and vegetables to Bangladesh. We would like to encourage you to consider exporting more products, herbal products, jute goods, tea, coffee. You could export so many things to Bangladesh. Similarly, Bangladesh can export many things to Nepal. Right now we are only exporting some agro products, some electronics, some ready-made garments, not that much, but their scope is huge. So we need to encourage our entrepreneurs, the business communities, to exchange more and to try and diversify the export basket.
Excellency, talking more about enhancing the trade in between two countries, if the project Nepal-India-Bangladesh upland rail service shall make it a free flow of people and good, that will bring out some good news in trade for sure. So please enlighten about this statement.
It's not only the railways but also the motor vehicles agreement that we would like to pursue because already there is a good exchange through the land route. It starts from a place called Chengrabandha in Bangladesh, and bypassing Siliguri, it comes to Kakarvita. We are also working on operationalizing a place called Fulbari Banglabandha, which would shorten the distance by about 80 kilometers. And the distance from Fulbari Banglabandha to Kakarvita is only, as the crow flies, if you go straight, it's only about 37 kilometers. So that would be a huge boost for the people-to-people contact,
yes,
the trade. And we are also thinking not only of direct trucks. Already Nepalese trucks can go all the way up to Bangladesh and up to the warehouse. But we would also like Bangladeshi trucks to come to Nepal. That would encourage the business people of Bangladesh. We would also like to see a direct bus connectivity between Dhaka and Kathmandu, or if not from Dhaka, if the distance is too much, but at least from North Bengal to eastern Nepal. That would be a big boost for the tourism, and also it would be very helpful for the Nepalese students who are studying in Bangladesh. They could use the bus route to go to Bangladesh and travel at a much economical rate.
Exactly. We know the solutions, Excellency. Then what can be the barrier?
Actually, there is no barrier as such. We have only just started exchanging drafts of agreements, the instruments that would help to put in place these mechanisms. So there is actually no barrier. The barrier has been so far that Nepal and Bangladesh are both new countries in a way. We are new democracies. We are newly thinking of graduating from LDCs to
both are emerging in their own way.
Their own way. So we have been preoccupied with our own domestic compulsions. Only now that we have sort of sorted out our domestic problems to a certain extent, we are now expanding and looking into ways to enhance our relationship into bilateral and regional manners.
Excellency, please share your opinion regarding hydropower capacity of Nepal and also about the connectivity of Nepal and Bangladesh in terms of hydro sharing.
The hydropower potential in Nepal is huge. Before coming here, I really had no idea that Nepal had such a potential. Every day I learn of some new project somewhere that is being considered or being taken up. We in Bangladesh would like to be a partner of Nepal in this process, and we are an energy starved country in Bangladesh. Right now our capacity for production is about 13,000 megawatts, but that will go up much higher. By 2021 our demand is going to be about 30,000 megawatts. So we are considering many ways of supplementing our domestic production. And one of that is purchasing power from the neighbors, India, Bhutan and Nepal. With Nepal, we would like it to go into partnership, or we would like to just straightforward purchase from any project that Nepal is pursuing, or we could be an equity partner or a joint venture partner. But whatever way, whatever form of participation Bangladesh has in Nepal's hydropower sector, it should definitely be a mutually beneficial arrangements where both of us have a win-win situation.
We all hope that this project shall be in success in our near future. Now let's talk about the educational cooperation, Excellency. Every year hundreds of Nepalese students choose Bangladesh, a preferable destination to pursue their higher studies, especially in medical, dental science, engineering, etc., with offered scholarship schemes as well as on self-finance basis. Please enlighten our viewers about education system in Bangladesh and how Nepalese students are doing there in general.
In general, the feedback we get from the Nepalese students is that they have a very good experience in Bangladesh, and also the institutions in Bangladesh are very happy to get to have Nepalese students there, because they are very serious, very sincere and hardworking. So we would be very happy to welcome more Nepalese students in Bangladesh. The education system in Bangladesh is the sector is one where the government has systematically invested a lot of resources in Bangladesh, and right now there is both private and also the government institutions are there where the students can pursue their education.
As far as my research, Excellency, Bangladesh include compulsory primary education and all free education for girls up to grade 10, stipends for female students, a nationwide integrated educational system, and a food for education, literary movement. In every plans and projects regarding the educational field, the government has shown interest in education, especially for girls and women. Here at Nepal, still in many rural places, girls are not preferred much to send to schools, and those who get the opportunity to go to schools have to leave school due to sanitation problem in their menstrual period. This is very saddening. Comparing these two statements, what opinion do you have for we Nepalese and our education system?
I can give you the context of Bangladesh, why we have focused so much for female education. In 1971, our literacy rate was only 16%, and for females it was only 11%, around 11%. Our national average is now 64%. Female literacy is now about 59.8%. From the age group 15 to 24, the picture is slightly happier. There the literacy rate is 82% and female education is about 79%. Very happily, the government's various initiatives encouraging women to come forward and to start for education is paying off, because now in the secondary level, women have almost reached parity with their male counterparts. And we have free education for women up to grade 12, not 10, it's 12. And you see, one of the reasons why the government has focused so much on women is that you cannot have development with half of your population illiterate or uneducated. And we firmly believe that an educated mother will lead to an educated nation. So that's why we have been focusing so strongly on female education.
Excellency, Nepal is a very small country comparing to other Asian countries, but still Nepal cannot be, it is developing, but still it cannot develop to that point in education. What might be the drawback in our educational system?
I don't think I'm in the position to comment on your education system, but I think your geographical challenges are immense. You have such a challenging topography, and I was looking at the newspaper photograph the other day about children having to walk 3 to 4 hours to go to school.
Yes.
I mean, that itself is an immense challenge for any country, not only Nepal. So I think perhaps like in some places in Bangladesh, we have adopted a non-formal education system. We have also introduced distance learning. Perhaps you could also consider these sort of initiatives where children can get education staying at home, or maybe go to the school once a week, or not follow the strict curricula, then not to follow the regular curricula, or just following a sort of an informal curricula. That will give them literacy, and that will help to educate them.
Any one point, any sophisticated one point that you might to suggest us to make our education system progressing?
I think the most important point that should be made is that the investment in the education sector has to be much more than in any other sector, because after all we are investing on the future. Education today, investing in education today will definitely lead to a better tomorrow.
Once more, getting back to Bangladesh being a preferable destination for science students, any further plans regarding opportunity or scholarship schemes that Bangladesh is planning for Nepali students?
Right now in the government medical colleges, we have 23 seats allocated for Nepalese students. If this positive pressure from Nepal continues, I'm sure in the near future we will be considering increasing that allocation for the Nepalese students. The private institutions are always very happy to welcome Nepalese students. Right now there is a quota that the private medical students can admit only up to 10% of their total seat capacity for foreign students. This is because we ourselves have such a huge pressure on the education system. We cannot accommodate, even if we do want to, we cannot accommodate more than that in our system. But gradually, as our system will increase or become more efficient, I'm sure we will be in the position to welcome and think of ways to encourage more Nepalese students to go to Bangladesh.
Adding one point to efficiency, Excellency, in Nepal, the administration system seems in not developing process. If a student gives exam of +2 12th, the result seems to be very delayed, due to which they are not supposed to apply to further studies, even in Bangladesh or in Nepal itself. So this is hampering their study, their education for sure. What can be one suggestion would you like to give to our administration system?
I can only give you our experience. In Bangladesh, previously we also used to have that. It was not fixed when the results would come out. But now they have a fixed calendar and definitely for results. So definitely they know that by this time the result has to come out. And the sheer number, the volume of students appearing in our exams is so huge. It's a big challenge for the government, but somehow they do manage to bring out the results in time. I think digitalization has helped a lot. Perhaps you could consider this also. I mean, right now all the results are published online on the day of the exam comes out. And even I think for 10 years back, you can get your results online.
So the digitalization has helped your government for sure, and we need to apply that to ours.
Perhaps you could consider it will have to be your own system that you will devise.
We hope we will get that for sure. We are almost at the last of our conversation, Excellency. Any message or suggestion to our viewers?
My message to our friends in Nepal is that I hope that our relationship between the two countries continues to grow stronger in the years, over the years, and we have wonderful relationship, and we would like to encourage more Nepalese students, business people, tourists to go to Bangladesh and to visit our country.
Thank you so much for having us here, Excellency. Thank you for your time and your views.
Thank you.
We had a short talk about the bilateral relationship between Nepal and Bangladesh with Her Excellency Mashfi Binte Shams, Ambassador of Bangladesh to Nepal. How did you get our today's episode? Please mail us at media.saujanya@gmail.com. We shall be with another delegate in our next episode. Till then, take care. See you. Bye-bye. Namaste.